A swish pattern. A swish pattern is a real technical thing, okay? But it is one of the most magical things for changing a belief, okay, or a like that we can come up with. A like. Something that we like, or something that we dislike. Something that we believe absolutely to be true. So, for example, if I say the sentence, money is the root of all... Okay. Thank you. And you know, the number of people who get that wrong is amazing. From the pulpit, the priests have always taught us money is the root of all evil, but it's a misquote. It is the love of money. And yet, many people actually believe it to be true, and they get into an incredible torment. Now, that becomes a belief. But how do you unbelieve something? What sort of things do you believe that currently stop you from getting to your objective? Would you like a technique for solving that? Okay. But the bottom line is you're going to have to tell me what it is, or you're going to have to tell us what it is, so that I can show you how to get rid of it.
And you have to be aware of the belief.
And sometimes that can be a very tricky thing because it's true. And I'm going, okay. Think of this. There's a subject called logical levels. And I like this one because, imagine, a female comes to a female counsellor. And the female goes, all men are bastards. And the counsellor believes it. The counsellor's going to go, yes? So? Okay. Because the two individuals both agree, there is no solution to the puzzle. And often, when we're dealing with a belief that's stopping us from getting to our objective, that's exactly what happens. We make the statement, and the voice that comes back inside our head is, yes? Or men are bastards. Well, yes. What's your point? And that's one of the trickiest things to get round. Let's think of it in another way. How about a food that you like that you really do know is not that good for you?
Like cake.
You like cake? What is it?
Ice cream.
Good. Come. Okay. Now, we have to just check a couple of things. So come and face this way for me. Okay. Is it okay to downgrade your like of ice cream? Okay. Now, notice I didn't say remove absolutely, turn it into something terrible. I just said downgrade it a bit. So, if I say the word ice cream, what happens inside?
I guess I look at it as a treat type thing.
You good? What else happens? When I say ice cream, what's the feeling that you get inside your body?
Excited.
Excited. Good. So we do know that ice cream is linked neurologically to a sense of excitement. And, as a young child, when would you get ice cream?
When I've been good.
When you've been good. So we now have this complex sort of pattern that goes excitement, being good, reward. So when you've done everything, you get the reward. Good. And ice cream equals the reward. Now, as an adult, is that an appropriate way of doing things? No. Okay. Now, you could reward yourself with other things, but as a dietitian, and possibly not the best way of doing things. Want to see how this works? And this is something that you can work with. So if I said, get an image of ice cream for me, just a picture, and just point to it in space. Where is it? It's right there, isn't it? Good. It's not that far away either. Good. And when you look at it, there's a feeling. Excellent. Now, what is a food that you can either take or leave?
I guess fruit.
Fruit. You can sort of take it or leave it. Okay, it doesn't really make any difference, does it? Notice we're not saying something that is terrible. We're just saying something that's it's okay. Why do you think I'd do that?
You have to transfer the feeling from that thing to ice cream.
Exactly. And why wouldn't I turn it into something terrible?
No, because it's not terrible. It's just inappropriate.
Thank you. You understand? So we're making some decision. It's not per se. And if you're in an environment where you actually have to eat some ice cream, would you really want to be sick by it, or do you just want to be? So, yeah, enjoy it. As in, you eat a nice piece of fruit or something of that nature. Good. Want to play? Mm-hmm. Good. So, if I said fruit, my guess is you get an image and a picture for it. Could you point to that for me? You notice it's on the opposite side. Not very far, but on the opposite side. Good. So what I want you to do is get the image of ice cream for me and get it really, really clear. And as quickly as you can follow my finger, put it to the opposite side. Good. Once again, and just put it to, there we go. Once again, ice cream, and just put it in. Okay. Ice cream's really good stuff, isn't it? Good. I want you to get the sense of excitement back for me. Can you do it? Sure? Just double check.
Yes.
Okay. What is the positive intention of ice cream?
What do you mean?
Okay. So what is it that ice cream is absolutely imperative for?
That feeling of excitement?
Okay. So can you have the excitement without the ice cream?
Yes.
Good. So simply take the ice cream. So point to the ice cream for me again. It's right there, isn't it? Good. Point to the fruit for me. Right there. Okay, so as quickly as you can, put it there. Ice cream, clear image of ice cream, and put it there. Where in your body do you feel ice cream?
It's starting to move.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Where in your body do you feel ice cream?
It's moved more.
Okay, good. Okay, so once again, ice cream, and just put it there. Just get the image and put it there. Now, go for ice cream.
It's over there.
Oh, cool. Okay, so think about ice cream now for me. Oh. I don't know if you noticed that, but all of a sudden we had a little head shake to say, okay, do the excitement. But it's excitement now. What happened to the image of ice cream?
It's gone.
Oh. Now that's really useful from a behavioural perspective. We want the sense of excitement. That's absolutely fine. However, we want there to be a separation between the ice cream and the excitement. Do you get in history, how we've reacted to things and how we've done things has always been a bit of an accident. Like an environmental accident. Not a bad one, it's just things have happened in our environment and that's what we've learned to react to. With what we're talking about, now we're in a position where we can start to change. Instead of it being an accident, we can start to design the things. So I go, excitement. Good. What's missing?
Ice cream.
Okay. So what would you like to put in there instead?
Some other form of positive.
Yeah, so what would be an image that would be really good to have in there?
Something more healthy and more balanced.
Could I just suggest something? Just what would it be like if you had what your perception of a really good body shape? So every time and even if you just think of your own body shape and put that in there, so every time you think of your body shape, you get that.
Excitement.
What would happen then?
You'd be less inclined to eat ice cream.
Thank you. Do you see we're designing something now? You following? Is this incredibly complex or is this really, really pretty simple, isn't it? So, what I'd like you to do is think of your body image. Good, point to it. And notice it's right in the center, isn't it? Good. So as quickly as you can, put it over to your excitement. Body image over to the side. Body image over to the side. Good. Think of your body image. What's the feeling? It's nice, isn't it?
Happy.
Happy. Now, I want someone to be on a diet. What is one of the biggest issues that people on diets have?
They think that they
Thank you. What happens to their self-esteem too?
Goes down.
Goes down. Which is directly counterproductive to the whole dieting process. Okay, which would mean that they would jump off their diet very quickly. And depending on the level of self-esteem that they have would generally determine how long or how quickly they could stay or jump off the diet. And what was motivating them. Absolutely. Do you reckon you could do that? It's pretty straightforward sort of, yeah. What's the spectrum and scope of things that we could do with that? Okay, so I'm going, go after ice cream for me.
So want some?
Well, have a go.
Yeah, that's not there.
Now please get how quick that was. And you also have to understand how permanent it is.
Because that body image came up.
Instantly, didn't it? Wonderful. And that's what we're after. That body image, which is, that's something that's significantly more empowering to you. Thanks. You reckon you can do that? You know, is what I'm doing absolute brain surgery, or is it something that everybody can do? Truthfully, it's just that straightforward. And what we find is that the individuals who sort of acquire this, in Australia, do you know the name Simon Reynolds? Advertising? Yes. He was one of the first people to study NLP in Australia. Do you know the name McGrath, as in McGrath Real Estate? One of the first people in Australia to study NLP. Oh. So yes, there is a history of people doing simple things but producing great results.